My name is Chance Kelly. This is my channel, Video Ghoulash. Today I'm going to talk about Slatkin & Company's HomeWorx line of Halloween candles, as well as a couple of fall candles, because hey, it's the first day of the best time of year, fall. HomeWorx is a new line of candles for me that I've never burned before. I've got Witch's Spell, I've got Possessed Plum, and I've got Midnight Moon. The fall candles I have are Lakeside Foliage and Palo Santo Pumpkin. Let's dive in. Here is the label on Possessed Plum. Absolutely awesome. These candles look spectacular. Immediately in love. Wow. This might be my favorite incense smell, like ever. This is nostalgic for me. This reminds me of when I was a kid and I went to the drive-in with my mom and her friend in a 76 Trans Am. And they were burning some kind of incense at the drive-in. I don't know why, maybe to repel mosquitoes or something, but it smelled fantastic. And it was mixed with like cotton candy and soda. Those smells and the smell of the drive-in. That's not all there, but the incense smell in particular is very nostalgic. It's witchy. It's got a tad of powder. There's a little fruit, plum, obviously, and maybe some patchouli and a lot of magic. So the fragrance notes here are black plum, wicked cherry, spellbinding incense, and patchouli. When you burn this, the plum opens up. The wicked cherry makes things a little more tart. The patchouli's there blending into the background, but it's the spellbinding incense note that's the star. It's an absolutely incredible candle, amazing scent. And I love that hint of plum that comes forth and lays across the top. And I love that wicked cherry tart that's there. Incredible candle. Spooky, it's a witchy scent, without a doubt. Spook factor about a 7. Throw, here's the downfall, folks. This thing throws at maybe a 6. I need this thing to throw at a 10. I absolutely love the scent. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever smelled. But with the throw, I've got to bring the overall score down to a 9. I would love to give it a 10, but until that throw is strong and fills up the room, it's only going to get a 9. We're going to go ahead and switch over to fall now. Let me grab this. This is Lakeside Foliage. These labels are incredible. Yeah, I don't know how they could get any cooler. That's awesome. Okay, that's a complex, sophisticated kind of a candle. I'm getting fallen leaves, I'm getting some kind of a fruit note, maybe a pear, a savory full wood, maybe like a slight honey, some ozone. This kind of reminds me of like if I was walking on a wooden bridge. I think, well, there's a wooden bridge right here, but it does remind me of walking on a wooden bridge surrounded by fall. Maybe biting a fresh apple, the fall leaves coming down around me. There's a lake, there's maybe a babbling creek nearby, I don't know. Yeah, that's really nice. That is really nice. The notes on this are Lakeside Air, Golden Birch, Red Oak Leaf, and Mahogany. When you burn this, it's a fresh candle. It warms up. It's a sunny day autumn candle. That's what this is. It has the leaves, it has the foliage, it has the lake air. You've got a beautiful, sweet, honey, kind of a nectar vibe going with some fruit. There's a green note, but everything's real soft. Blends together really, really well. I love the birch in here, and I love the red oak leaf. The mahogany's there. It's propping everything up in the background, lending it a nice base This is a really nice candle, pretty sophisticated scent. So seasonal score, I'm going to give this a 7. The reason being because it is a very autumn scent. However, this could lend well to an Indian summer kind of a vibe where summer's just trying to hang on. It is a warm candle, but I do get the lake breeze, I get the ozone. So 7 for me seasonally. The throw on this, I think it was an 8. It filled up the room. I could smell it a little bit outside of the room, but it threw really, really well. Overall, I'm going to give it an 8. I like the fresh daytime autumn flare on this one. It's a nice slant that I think is missing a lot. A lot of fall candles don't give you that feeling of the sun warming your skin on those bright, crisp autumn days that we have. I'm going to give it an 8. It's unique. All right, let's get spooky again. We've got up next Midnight Moon. Incredible label. Love the bats. Love the moody weather. Yeah, awesome. That's really great, yeah. This is super autumnal. It's fresh. It's got the leaves thing. It's got kind of an earthy pumpkin thing going, I think. It's got some woods going. It's got some leaves going. I love the earthy pumpkin. There's something in here that evokes sort of a creamy apple thing for me right now. Definitely rich wood. There's something sparkling in the background, something effervescent. It reminds me of some of my current favorite candles that are more fall as opposed to Halloween. It's more complex though. It does have kind of a spooky slant going for it. The fragrance notes on this are autumn leaves, fresh pumpkin, dark woods, ginger crystals. When you burn this, it turns into an awesome autumn leaves, pumpkin forward candle with the woods being a bit musky, being a little spooky, weighing it down. The ginger crystals sparkle a little bit more. They almost give this a shimmering kind of a vitality. Yeah, this thing ticks a lot of boxes. I really like it. It's very strong seasonally while being a little creepy. Because of the nature of this candle, I'm going to give it a spook factor score and a seasonal score. Spook factor, maybe like a 3. The dark woods is a little creepy. It has a creepy slant to it. Seasonal score, it's a 10. The autumn leaves, the pumpkin, it's awesome. Throw, a 10. This thing was almost too strong. I'm always the one wanting everything stronger, and I'm telling you this thing was almost too strong. Which, hey, good. Overall, I like this candle a lot. I'm going to give it an 8. All right, let's dive back into fall. I've got Palo Santo Pumpkin. The labels are awesome. They're incredible. Yeah, it's the Palo Santo's there, the pumpkin's there. It's rustic. It's smoky, charred. It's a touch sweet. Maybe the pumpkin is doing that. That's a fresh pumpkin note. This isn't like pie or sweet in that way. It's fresh, sweet, in a very natural way. The fragrance notes are Palo Santo, pumpkin puree, cinnamon stick, and suede wood. When you burn this, the Palo Santo comes forward even more. The char element is pretty strong in this one. The suede wood does smooth things out. The cinnamon stick is more of the bitter end of cinnamon. The pumpkin brightens things up. I do think the pumpkin is the enhancing element here that lends this to a fall candle. Overall, I really like it, but I will say the pumpkin can get lost in the musk and in the char of the Palo Santo. Seasonally, I think this is a 9. It does evoke fall, maybe fireside. You've got some pumpkins around you. That's a pretty nice element. The throw on this, I think the throw was about a 5. Pretty weak it needs a boost. It needs a boost. I don't think this was going to be a strong thrower to begin with, just given the nature of the candle. I do think it could be a little stronger, though. Overall, it's a 7 for me. All right, let's bring it home creepy style with Witch's Spell. Again with the labels, I mean, 10 out of 10. These things are absolutely spectacular looking. Okay. Licorice banana, maybe? But herbal? Green? Creamy? Anise apple? Maybe? Smashed banana? I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting a lot of different notes. This is a really complex candle. I like it. I'm gonna say out front, it's definitely some kind of, there's witchcraft going on here. Some kind of alchemy with this. This is somehow has a smoldering note, but it's creamy and fresh. It somehow has an apple note, but it's herbal. Maybe lavender. Maybe, maybe fennel. It's a cold smelling candle, so we'll say there's got to be some kind of fennel in here. This reminds me of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's like a whimsical goth candle. If that's even a thing. Yeah. That's something different. The notes on this are black apple, autumn pear, cinnamon, and caramel. And obviously witchcraft. There's no way that that's all the scents. There's something else going on here. The burn on this, the autumn pear, comes forward. It's playing with the caramel because there's a very creamy kind of a note to this. Again, it reminds me of a mashed banana. I'm thinking there's a fennel note here because it's a cold smelling candle. The apple's there, the cinnamon is there, gives it a little spice, a little tart, but the creamy, almost floral, almost herbal play that happens is really intriguing. It's an intriguing candle. I like it. Spook factor on this, I'm going to give it a 6. It's bewitching, that's for sure. Something intriguing going on here, and it's seasonal as well. It's definitely a fall candle, and it's definitely a little bit creepy and witchy. The throw on this, I think the throw was a 9. It filled the room, it came outside of the room and went down the hall, so the throw was really awesome on this one. Overall, I'm going to give it an 8. I was thinking I was going to give it a 7, but I'm gonna put it up to an 8. This is a really intriguing scent. I feel like it's going to grow on me. A lot like Yankee Candle's Witch's Brew grew on me. I feel like this one's going to grow on me. Final thoughts on Slatkin and Company's HomeWorx line of candles, at least the 3 Halloween ones I have and the 2 fall ones I have, is that they're sophisticated. I think this is an elevated, complex candle company. Possessed Plum blew my mind. The scent blew my mind. The scent on Possessed Plum is a 10 to me, without even looking back. Just the throw that let me down on that one. The only one that didn't blow me away like I wanted it to was Palo Santo Pumpkin. I feel like the pumpkin could have been a little stronger there. It's just not quite there. Yeah, my 2 cents. Before I knock off here, I want to give a heartfelt thanks to Virgil at South of Sanity. Just a top-notch guy. Absolutely encouraging person. Opened the doors for me, rolled out the welcome mat in this wax community, and I can't thank him enough for that. It was really, really awesome. Also, I have a big order that I placed with him that I just got yesterday. That review's coming up. Did any of you get any HomeWorx Halloween candles or fall candles this season? I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. I really appreciate you taking the time and watching. Thank you so much. Please like, please subscribe. Again, a lot more content coming up. I've got stuff from South of Sanity. I've got stuff from Lunar Light Company. I've got stuff from Folklore. I cannot wait to get into it with you. Keep it creepy. Smell you later.